All right, let's bring in meteorologist Kristi Gordon now with a look at our weather forecast and more spectacular sights in the night sky. Kristi.
Yeah, if you're away from that fog, Sophie, yeah, lots of people are capturing images of the aurora borealis. If you have any images, make sure you send it to us at weatherwindow@globaltv.com. I'm not sure if if you'll be able to see it again tonight, but we certainly saw it across the province last night. So we'll show a few of those photos on the news hour. We had quite a bit of low-level cloud in through the valleys in the interior regions again today, fog along the coast. We're starting to see a little bit of high-level cloud as this ridge of high pressure begins to break down. But again, it's not breaking down enough that we're going to see those Pacific storms move onshore at this point. It looks like we're going to have a pretty sunny weekend. Cold, though, we are now starting to see that northerly flow bringing in that colder air mass across the interior regions. Across the coast, we're going to be cooler tomorrow because we will see more cloud cover. So this is the forecast as we head into tomorrow. A system just touches the outer edge of Vancouver Island, but it doesn't move onshore. Again, we don't have that westerly flow, but we will certainly see some cloud cover in addition to a little bit of patchy fog in the morning. But by Friday, it looks like we're back to sunny skies, and it looks like we may likely see that through the weekend as well. Very nice weekend in store for us if that holds, but temperatures will be quite chilly. We're talking about overnight lows down to -3 and daytime highs of only 4 degrees. So we could certainly feel like winter all across the region despite blue sky. All right, so this is a forecast for tomorrow. Again, a bit of patchy fog. Make sure you slow down on the roads, and don't forget to turn on your headlights, everyone, because it's tough to see you if you don't have those fully on. Okay, back to you, Soph.
All right, thanks, Kristi.
Okay, a lot of people dreaming of this fog lifting for good, but if you can get above it, boy, is it ever pretty.
Yes, and we really have sort of one more day of this fog. We are hoping for more of a dispersion for tomorrow, but we will likely see it. This is from today. Ryan, thanks for sharing this with us, but it's looking out over the Strait of Georgia. So just a stunning view, that's for sure. And of course, we talked about the aurora being seen across the province yesterday or last night, and the night before. So this is the second night in a row. So lots of people shared video and photos with us, and lots of it from around the Lower Mainland. This one from Chilliwack, this one from the Vancouver Island on Cumberland, and we have one from Maple Ridge. Just stunning, really vibrant colors. I haven't had an alert as to whether we would be able to see it tonight, but you may want to check out if you're up late or up early just in case we are able to see it, but I haven't had an alert indicating that we would be able to. This is hair ice, which is also going to be very visible over the next couple of days because temperatures are going to drop below the freezing mark at night. So if you're out early in the morning and out for a walk in sort of a wooded area, have a look around and you may be able to see this hair ice. And I did create a video, an explanation as to how it's created. It's a really neat video, and it actually shows the hair ice growing. So go to our Global News YouTube channel and search hair ice, and you'll be able to see that video. Meanwhile, for our region, we will see a little bit of cloud cover tomorrow. So a change, although we'll see some fog, a change will be that we won't get as much blue sky. So it will be cooler with that cloud cover tomorrow. For those of you in the interior, also cooler because we are certainly seeing a northerly flow across the region. So daytime highs will reach -7, for example, in through Prince George. We're expecting 0 degrees in through Kelowna, and it will be cooler across the south coast as well because of that cloud cover. We've been really lucky over the last couple of days if you were able to get out of the fog, we've been able to warm up to, I think it was even 14 degrees the other day. So a little cooler as we head into the weekend, but the good news is it looks like we will be enjoying sunshine for a couple of days. This ridge of high pressure shifted offshore, but it is still holding, stopping those systems from moving onshore. And I love this photo. AJ Stokes up there with his son on, I believe it was his son, on Mount Seymour just last night and captured the stunning view. Can you imagine skiing with your son and being able to see the aurora like that? So very cool indeed. Thanks very much, AJ.
I'd be stoked to be up there and seeing that. It'd be very cool.
That's right.
I'm sure the Stokes family has heard that 100 times.
I've never heard that.
Maybe 1,000.
I do like the fact
every time.
So far this winter, the snow has not come down to the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I know I don't want to jinx anything. I know, but nothing like there's
nothing major.
No digging out or anything like that. Okay, you never shovel rain. Well, not in the city. Some parts, I guess, you have to. Sometimes there's too much rain for you. Anyway, enough of that. Canucks, 11 straight without a win. I mean, sooner or later they're going to win. I just don't know when. Tonight they're taking on Washington, who's struggling a bit. We'll talk about that and some other things as well.
Like this season, do you think?
What's that?
So you said sooner or later.
Oh, sooner or later they will. They'll win a game. I predict they'll win a game before this season's over. Okay, that's my prediction.
We're really going out on a
Take
limb
that to
there.
the bank. Yeah.
All right, thanks, Squire.
Also coming up tonight. Okay, Kimberly wins.
Yeah,
1
with-
centimeter. That's it for the next little while, too. But you've kind of stumbled on a good story here.
Well, it's amazing. I mean, we've done this before. We've talked about this so many times. We did a documentary on Little Mountain Studios, but not far from Little Mountain Studios was Mushroom Studios, which also was an integral part of Canadian music, and a lot of big names came to Vancouver and recorded there. Now, Mushroom's no longer there. There is still a small studio there in another business, but the Mushroom sign has been there for years, and now they're going to save it from being tossed in the trash.
It might not look like it right now, but there was a time this neon sign was well known throughout Vancouver and also the entire music world, because this was the sign for Mushroom Studios. And today it was taken down so it can get refurbished and shine again at the Museum of Vancouver.
Mushroom Studios is an iconic recording studio in Canada dating back to the 70s. We didn't want this, the music will live on forever, but we didn't want the stories to be forgotten too.
Mushroom Studios recorded albums by Canadian icons such as Loverboy, BTO, Sarah McLachlan, and Chilliwack, among others. And also, they did the first 2 albums for Heart, and a remake of the song Apache by the Incredible Bongo Band, which became the national anthem of hip-hop.
You can't talk about Vancouver's story without recognizing its huge outsized influence on music and the arts. And certainly for Mushroom Studios, all the incredible artists that recorded here are an incredibly important legacy for the city. And having the sign in the Museum of Vancouver is going to be a way of really saving and recognizing that legacy.
Back in the 1970s, this was the sign for Mushroom. Nothing fancy at all. But when Charlie Richmond bought the studio in 1980, he designed the neon mushroom sign, which will now have a second life.
It's going to need some cleaning up, that's for sure. It was a conceptual thing. It didn't say what it was, but a lot of people knew what the studio was, and it was, I felt that it was kind of artsy. It was my version of artsy.
And once it's cleaned up and lit up, the neon mushroom will be magic once again.
Is going to the Museum of Vancouver?
Yeah, because they have all those neon signs. So they'll fix it up, they'll light it up. I mean, we could not find a picture of it lit up. It's been a long time since that thing was lit up. It's just sort of hung there without the neon shining.
Have one.
Makes me, send it to us. Makes me very eager to see it lit up again. That'd
Well,
be
it will
great.
be one day.